Next up at UFC 297, we have Jazzy Jasudavicius taking on Priscila Cachoeira. Jasmine Jasudavicius, we love her here. Big fan. 9-3 overall, 3-2 in her last 5, coming off that decision loss to Tracy Cortez. That was a very close fight. A couple of strikes here and there are the difference between winning and losing that fight. She's taking on Priscila Cachoeira. 12-5 overall, 3-2 in her last 5. She's coming off that submission loss to Miranda Maverick. I mentioned we love Jasmine here. We famously got a ton of shit when we picked Jasmine to beat Miranda. Every video we film this right now, we slice it, we tweet it, we tag the fighter. That's what we do. We're talking about people. Let's include them in the conversation. And people annihilated us for doing that. That tweet went viral, a couple 100,000 impressions. We ended up being correct because Jasmine dominated that fight. And it's because she's such a good wrestler. You're not going to outdog her. You're not going to bully her. You're not going to take her down. Jasmine is a bad bitch who can wrestle. She likes to come forward. She will push a pace. She will strike, and then she will work in her takedown. She's got solid clinch work, good control. She throws heavy knees, and she'll work in takedowns either out in the open cage or against the actual fence itself. She was an actual wrestler, then started fighting. She's not one of these people that took up MMA and learned all the things. Like her teammate, Mike Malott, who we'll break down later. She was a wrestler, then became a fighter. And that's why her wrestling is so good. She's taking on Priscila Cachoeira. Priscilla's a powerful striker. She's got heavy pressure herself. She throws big, heavy punches. She's got real power for this division, but she is knockout or bust. If she's not taking your head off, she's likely going to lose a decision or be submitted. If you look at the stats, you'll notice that Priscilla's striking differential of 4-7. So even though she's this big, heavy, powerful brawler, she's only landing 4 strikes to every 7 she gets hit with. She is a bully. She's never the more skilled fighter in the cage, but she does have physicality. She does have good pressure. The wild comparison that I keep making is similar to Jessica Andrade. I say wild because Jessica is like former champion, has actually accomplished things. But she's similar to Jessica Andrade where she's never the more skilled fighter, but oftentimes she's the stronger one, more powerful one, the grittier one. She can come forward and bang it out. Very simple breakdown for me. If you can take Priscilla down, you can beat Priscilla. It's almost that simple. I think only Gina Mazzani took her down and then ended up getting knocked out later. Jasmine is not chinny. Jasmine is tough. Jasmine will stay in your face. She will grind. She is my most confident pick on this card. I think she's the biggest favorite on this card. And there's not, and that's only minus 400, which tells you a lot about how tough this card is. I'm insanely confident in Jasmine. I'm not worried about the striking at all. Obviously, we can trust the wrestling. We can trust all those things. So Jasmine's my most confident pick. I do have her in a parlay. I'll give you the other half when we get to that fight, but I'm very confident in Jasmine. I almost put her in my safety parlay. The one and only reason I did not put her in my safety parlay is because of what Jake is about to tell you right now. Go ahead, Jake.
The reason why she's not in the safety parlay is because Priscilla, as people have mentioned, looks just like Drew Dober. I mean, that's an incredible chin, incredible jawline, and what a beautiful woman she is. I mean, that's a hot woman in my mind, and Priscila Cachoeira. Nothing against Jasmine. Jasmine, beautiful as well.
Oh, something fell.
I want you to put your chest to the microphone, if you don't mind. If you don't mind, just see if we can do it. See if we can.
No, it's smooth hard, baby. Go ahead. Something fell off my freaking. Jesus. Go ahead.
Did you ever tell me the stream about your irregular heartbeat?
All right, these are all lies. Go ahead, do the breakdown.
So both these females are very beautiful, and I will say that obviously, I mean, everyone knows the path to victory, right? Jasmine should get the takedowns, get the top control, keep the top control. Don't get too aggressive with the submissions, but honestly, you kind of can because Priscilla, I will admit, is, I don't want to say clueless off her back, but she doesn't really go anywhere. If you get her flat on her back, whether you're in half guard, full guard, side control, whatever it is, you can pretty much keep control there, even not even being a dominant wrestler as Jasmine is. So if she gets in those positions, she definitely can do that. So I will say this, Jasmine, if you're listening, we are big fans of you, me and Angelo and the rest of the channel in general. And I'll be rooting for you. I am a big fan of yours. I think Angelo's a fan of yours. Don't brawl. I'm telling you right now, Jasmine, I know that this is in front of your home fans. I know that you are a tough son of a bitch, right? You are a very tough girl. You probably can Eat the shots that she's going to give you, return, and maybe even find a finish of your own on the feet. I believe that there is a possibility you can do that. But that is her only path to victory, is getting in a brawl. You do not want to brawl with a brawler. And if you start brawling with Priscilla, she does possess that power that you may think you can eat it. But if you don't, now all of a sudden you're getting finished in front of your home fans. Jasmine, touch, touch, touch. Level change, get those takedowns, get the control, let's get the win, let's get out of here, let's move up those rankings. I think it's a little bit more dangerous than people are saying, because as I'm speaking to Jasmine right now, I know there's going to be a moment in that fight where she's going to want to brawl, because she does brawl people, she does get hit, she walks through it, she's tough as shit, and she might be able to do it against Priscilla. I don't know why you would want to give Priscilla that chance when the path to victory is just so obvious. I'm going to take Jasmine in this fight. I do trust her to get the job done, because we've seen her in positions get the job done before. But if she starts brawling, she could fuck this up. So I'm going Jasmine, though.
Yeah, I mean, we're on the same side, but you were like, uh-oh. Then you kept sending me, you sent me 100 different video clips.
Well,
of
Priscilla is
defending
better
takedowns.
She has better takedown defense. Then once she gets down, she's fucked. But defending the takedown, she has better takedown defense than people give her credit for. So, but Jasmine she should be able to get the takedowns.
Yeah, but she's a very legitimate wrestler. So I'm very, very confident in Jasmine. Like I said, the parlay that she's in right now that's available for premium members was going to be the safety parlay. It's not. I made a new one, but
I mean,
I'm that confident, Jasmine.
You have a plus 285 dog who's TKO KO line is only at plus 400. Typically, that would be plus 700, plus 800, plus 900 for almost 301 dog. So even the books are
because they know it's the only way that she could win.
I know, but she's already. I mean, that's close to the money line bet for the TKO. So it's like the books know as well.
Well, because that's her only way to win. So yeah, that's how that's going to go.
Only way to win. You sound like stupid fuck. Let's be more positive in 2024.
Yeah. Let's clean it up. A little bit of respect goes a long way. We're both on the Jasmine side. I am far more confident than Jacob. I don't even see the world where Jasmine gets caught and knocked out. What's the problem?
That's a little bit of dad voice. I have flashbacks. I'll be honest with you.
I bet. I thought your dad didn't talk to you.
When he did, it was with a tone. It was with a nice stern tone, you could say.
Anyway, $9,500 in DraftKings, $6,700 in DraftKings. I think Jasmine could cover that $9,500, but we are going to need her to wrestle. Without the wrestling, there's no way she covers. So I think she will cover because I think she can get some takedowns. I think she can get a finish, certainly a whole bunch of control time. So I do think Jasmine will cover, and I probably will have a lineup or two with her in it.
She should dominate. She should dominate. And I'm not saying she can't win on the feet, but I mean, she should dominate this fight for sure.
Shouldn't be trying to find out for sure.
What's that background, by the way? Just some random office building?
It's Toronto. It's yeah.
Just the first image, huh? We were talking
snowy.
about how hard we work and
it took me an hour. It took me an hour. I wasn't gonna do the Canadian flag. That's too obvious. Then there's a bunch of like
an hour.
So,
is that what you submitted? You submitted an hour of work to HR to find a picture of Toronto.
And I went with but a snowy, nice picture that doesn't clash with the.
It should have been Niagara Falls, like an icy Niagara Falls.
I don't think you know what a map looks like.
What are you talking about?
You think Niagara Falls is in Toronto?
It's right outside of Toronto, yeah.
It ain't.
You go to Toronto. If you want to go to Niagara Falls, you go to Toronto or you go to Buffalo. And you just go right there.
It ain't.
Okay, let's look it up.
Good job. Anyway, if you want to become a premium member and unlock all the bets, the insight, the information, and everything else we do, WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a member. It is only $10 a month. If you signed up last week and you paid your $10, we gave you units on top of units of profit. Hey, this week's included, baby.
It's a cab right away.
Yeah, it's a cab right away. Is it in Toronto?
It's right across the water.
Oh, okay. The important part?
Lake Ontario. It's right there.
Idiot. WeWantPicks.com, and it's only $10 a month. And like I said, it's a month for every single card during that month. It is only $10. Not during that month, 30 days. WeWantPicks.com, click Become a Member at the top. We do have a couple of super chats.
Somebody wanted
$1.99
you to explain your compression shirt for your chest surgery.
New York Rental sent $1.99. He said, I can tell Angelo. Oh, no. It says, tell Angelo you've been training with the Taffa brothers. Jacob can't throw a punch. Jacob, why don't you, thank you so much for doing it. Jacob, throw a punch. Let's see you throw a punch. Okay. That's it? That's the punch?
I mean, I'm Orthodox, okay? And I'm southpaw right now, and I still got that fucking snappy jab. And I hit it from angles.
You barely erased the ink off the board.
With
your baby hands. You're bleeding. Your baby hands are bleeding, and you barely got ink off the board. Congratulations. That board is perfectly fine, by the way.
Oh, you see that?
That's from when you humped it on your live stream, not from right now.
You goddamn right. I put my dick right through that thing.
Okay, another $1.99 euros from Uber Night. He said, had a massive success last weekend. Thanks, guys. Well, we appreciate you, Uber Night. We had a great weekend as well, as did all of our premium members. Everything we did well. It was almost impossible to not do well if you were a premium member. Let's keep this energy, though, because, this is sports betting and anything is possible. But we appreciate that, and we're certainly happy to have contributed to your success. Niagara is 1 hour from Toronto. But is it in Toronto? That's the point. It's not in Toronto. This is a backdrop.
That's what I said.
This is a backdrop.
Toronto.
It doesn't matter. The event is in a city. Every single time I do graphics for these events, because I don't know what people don't understand. I'm the one spending hours doing custom graphics. Every other lazy dick in his mother's basement has Tapology up.
Let it out. Come on.
I do a custom graphic instead of Tapology, and there's still comments. What a fucking joke. Toronto.
Every time you cover my face, we lose 10 people. Every second that goes by.
I bet. Before you go, let me give you $50. Anybody who goes to WeWantPicks.com/bets and signs up with any one of our affiliate partners gets $50 as a thank you. Use the link, sign up, make a deposit. We send you $50 as a thank you.